All right, for example 2, it says determine which of the following numbers are prime. So we're going to be labeling these as either prime or not prime. All right, so the first one that we're going to look at is this number 103. So, well, let's try to decide. It's not divisible by 2 because it's not even. It's not divisible by 3 because if I add the digits, 3 plus 1 would be 4, and that's not divisible by 3. It's not divisible by 4 because the last two digits here are not. It's not divisible by 5 or 10. It's not divisible by 6 because it wasn't divisible by 2 or 3. It's not divisible by 9. There is really nothing that you can divide into 103. So that makes this a prime number. What about 303? Well, 303, I know that 3 will go into it because 3 plus 3 is 6, and that is divisible by 3. So 3 times 101, because I could find factors of that other than 1 times 303, that makes this not prime. Now then, finally, we have 2 times 3 times 5 times 7 plus 11. Now you might be a little bit fooled with this one because it starts off looking like a product of primes, but then you have that plus 11 on there. So you have to be very careful. We need to figure out what this number is to begin with. So 2 times 3 would be 6 times 5 times 7 plus 11. 6 times 5 would be 30 times 7 plus 11. And 30 times 7, that would be 210 plus 11. And 210 plus 11 would be 221. So we really need to figure out if 221 is prime or not. So think about all of our divisibility tests. It's not divisible by 2. It's not divisible by 3. It's not divisible by 4 or 5 or 6 or 9 or 10. So at this point, you may look at that and go, well, it must be prime. But you would be wrong. You've got to keep trying numbers. Those divisibility tests are just some tools for you to find some easy prime factors. But this 221 is actually 13 times 17. So you really do need to try to find other factors rather than just the divisibility test that we've learned. Remember, those are just a few little quick tools, but there can still be other factors out there. Because this is not just 1 times 221, that makes this not a prime number.